Hi, welcome back for another Tool Time Tuesday. I'm Melissa Muir. Today I'm going to do another product review for Potter USA. He's developed a small pancake die cutting press. Now this is meant for just people who want to cut out simple little shapes with the pancake dies. So let's take a look at some of the features of that now. So this is the new press. As you can see, it is much smaller, and I'll show you a comparison here in just a moment so you can see how it compares to some of the other presses that are currently offered by Potter USA. A couple of things that are very important with this press is that you have to make certain that it is mounted somehow to your bench top, or the press just will not work. You will not have enough pressure to be able to apply without tipping it over. So keep that in mind if you go with this particular press. Now the other thing too is that we've got a much smaller frame and opening. It stands only probably about just shy of 15 inches. The opening here is only 4 inches by 1.25 inches. You'll notice that I have a little aluminum block in here, and that is because we have bolts that hold our springs on, and in order for you to close this jaw entirely, you have to make sure that you have a smaller opening, then you don't start hitting the bolt here. Now this is used with an 8-ton jack. I asked if it would be possible to put a 12-ton jack into this, but it will not. It won't fit. The 12-ton jack gets a little bit larger. So only the 8-ton is going to fit into this. Now this jack is just one that came from Harbor Freight, very inexpensive. The price of the press, I believe, is about $325, $350. So it's a lot less than some of the other presses that are currently offered by Potter USA. Now people ask a lot of times, can you do the pancake dies in this? However, you cannot. The opening is not large enough to allow for the pancake dies. So you are limited to those pancake dies from Potter USA or those that you make that have a smaller opening than 4 inches. Now we have been successful at cutting out a 3-inch die, so just be aware of that. In order to use this, I'm just going to take my metal, place it into my die, position it properly, just as you would any of the others. I'm going to insert this and make certain that that cutting edge is centered over the ram of my jack as well as within the upper platen. Now you'll notice that this platen also does not come out. So that's one less piece that you have to worry about also. So just like the others, I'm going to make certain that my jack is tight here, tightly closed, and pump it up. One of the nice things about that smaller opening is that you have a little shorter distance to go. And there we cut through that metal. Open this up. Release our piece. So you can see I've cut through my metal. To pop this out, I usually just take a hammer and lightly tap, and my piece will come out. So it's a great little tool if you think that you would like to add multiples or put some kind of production mode into your pieces where all you are doing is punching out the shapes. It's nice and versatile. It weighs probably 10 pounds, maybe 15 by the time I've got a jack into this. So it's extremely portable, takes up a very, very small footprint in the studio. Now, like I said, here is a comparison side by side of the previously small press offered by Potter USA. Now, this other press is a bolt-together press, which are now offered as a fully welded and painted press, just like the others. And you can see the size difference between the two of them.